Everybody, welcome back to Life After the Woods, episode 8 with me, Sid. And last episode we started building this modern building that we're currently in, and I was growing the grass across, and as you can see, I've grown it across. It's grown. What you can't see is I got a little bit busy. So for starters, I raised this floor up a whole half block. So I've now got a bed, my spawn is set, and then I actually went outside and well, I did all this out here, and then I actually went outside and built the deck and put a swimming pool in. Haven't put the I'm not sure if this is going to be a hot tub or a pergola-like dining area, but you know, this is in. So we got that, and we've got this going down here, and I have been harvesting snow because I completely forgot that I put Serene Seasons in this mod pack. Yeah, it's winter, big time. So yeah, I did a little bit more. I actually went around the edges here as well and built it up. So this, I quite like this effect. This is almost like this is raised up now. The purpose behind this is to stop alligators coming. I mean, we're not, you know, we're not going to get many alligators at this time of year. And then I raised up some of the ground around the area, and obviously the entrance has gone there, and you'll notice there's something missing here as well, and that's because I didn't stop there. I definitely didn't stop there. You see, I put 2 water elevators in. And I actually built this underneath it as a kind of cellar with 2 water elevators. That takes us through into the mine, and I brought all of my storage down and got a little bit of underfloor lighting. I actually quite like this. Kind of reminds me of a bit like wallpaper, but anyway, so we got all of that done, and it's all looking sweet. Now I need to come up with a means of stopping mobs coming up here. That is the one thing I am missing. Now there is oops, if I take caps lock off it'll be even better. There is a glass door in this because I added the upgrade aquatic in it, but there is there is also a glass fence of each colour. So we could try for those and then put a glass fence around here. I don't know whether that would work. Oh, grief. I've just cleared up the snow, as you can see. And yeah. Oh, damn it. And yeah, that's not good. My inventory is also a bit of a mess. So, you know, it kind of goes hand in hand with that. Let me and I actually use the glass doors here because things. Now the update aquatic adds a whole load of, well, as you'd expect, aquatic stuff. I'm just going to empty my inventory for now. We have got the glass. That was full. These Infernal Expansion smooth glowstone, you put it in, you get it by cooking glowstone in a thing. But if you look at the cooking, there are 2 recipes because there's smooth glowstone from Charm as well. And what I discovered is in here, if you've got multiples, you can basically select via a recipe conflict. So that was handy. Right, have I got, now as I say, at the moment my inventory is a complete mess. I haven't sorted these. All I did is literally carry them down purple. Lovely. Now if I want to make a purple glass gate, I actually need some sticks as well. That's interesting. Let me just 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just curious here, and I'm not actually sure whether I want this to be purple, but what was that? That was a post. Okay, We'll take that. It has to be a gate, obviously, because just normal panes mobs can jump over. So if I were to place you there and then have another one next to it, can I do... It would have to be a fence, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's the only downside to those. Right, let's have a look. So we've got a purple glass fence. I suppose there's a purple glass wall, is there? I mean, that's would be the... Oh, there is. Using posts and that. Okay, let me just try that then. 1, 2. 1, 2. Whoop. And I think it must be night time, judging by the thing. So I want to do a lot of decorating around here, and I want to just work out how I'm going to do things with, well, all of this stuff really. Why is it suddenly got started raining? So that connects up nicely. We could work with that. That would work. Okay, I'm not keen on the dividing things, but it at least defends that direction. This is where your issue is, of course, because obviously anything can wander up here. So is there any point? Or do I just put proper doors in? I mean, I suppose I could try a purple glass door, see what happens when I try and hook it into a glass pane. I would hope that it, let me just try that, hang on then. Oh, we've only got glass door, we don't have a purple glass. Oh, that's awkward. That's a pain. That is a painy pain. It's a painy McPain pain. Or do I just not worry about it? I mean, you know, once I found an empty storage vessel, you know, it might be better just to live with it. I mean, yeah, let's play it a little bit more dangerous. I mean, I've already died twice, so that shouldn't be a major issue. Now, what I want to do in here, there's a few things I want to change. I want to change out this, and all of this to be concrete at the bottom. I really am tempted to just have that one entrance and not have that as an entrance at all. Then I only have to worry about hostile mobs coming in one direction. And there is always, I think if I look here, that's, yeah, that is not going to play nicely. I was thinking about putting a carpet and string trick down there, but of course that won't work because I went underneath and made a big old hole. So we can't play that unless I drop this ceiling down, which I don't really want to do. So let's have a look. Find myself some concrete. That's probably a good start. Snow block's not going to hack it. White concrete powder bucket, that's always a good start. I don't suppose I've got any hardened concrete floating around anywhere, have I? No, I really do need to just bite the bullet, and I've got so much white wool, I don't know where it all came from. Yeah, I am actually tempted, I think, to what we'll do is we'll take that out. Now, do I want to, and I'm definitely going to take out the bottom edges on this one. And I'm also tempted, again, working as you work. Yeah, we'll do that. Again, I'm going to do this here. And we'll take this around the bottom, but I'm going to leave that corner piece in because I like it. I like it a lot. That changes the design of this. Oh, forgot these are slabs. Don't know what to do there yet. one way of cleaning up snow off my patio. Right. So that gives us a slightly different aesthetic down here. Now up here I'm... this and that, I'm really not feeling that, for starters. And let's have rid of that one. I wish I had Silk Touch, but there you go. I haven't yet. That's fine. And then we're going to do the same in these corners. I know the Ultra Modern has a lot of glass, but I need to cut down on my glass. You'll see why in a bit. Right, that should do for a little bit of that. And that should do for that. That's all wonderful. These are slabs, by the way. You can, with the vanilla expansion and the various bits and pieces, you can slab almost anything. So, first question. Can I get away with a chest under the stairs? First question. Can I actually find a chest? However, do I want to have a bog standard old chest, or would I prefer a nice chest? A fancy chest? And I don't know. You've got the oak fancy? No, oak. You just surround it with slabs. Alright, that's simple enough. Looks a little bit nicer. Let's have a hunt around for some stuff. Yeah, it should be enough. Boop. And 1 and 2. Yeah, that should do fine. 1, 2, 1, 2. Just because it looks nicer. It has no practical benefit to it whatsoever. Now the question is, oh, you can't break those. I'm going to have to go and find some more. So we can have that. We can have some understair storage. I just need to... that's going to be interesting. What do I need? Lava stone stairs. Let me go and get that. Be back in a second. Okay, that's sorted. I need to think about storage. I need to think about how I want to do my storage. Now, I'm trying to think which episode it was. The Ancient Warfare. Anyway, in the previous one, I kind of did purposeful storage. So I had log piles outside with hidden chests in the log piles for storing the logs. I had stone piles in the masonry shop. Now, obviously, we can't quite do that because we haven't got the medieval village theme going. But what I think we can do is, for example, there is a bedside cabinets. There's a whole load of bedside cabinets. There's a Builders, Crafts and Additions. There's also Mr. Crayfish's stuff. And obviously I need to decide on an aesthetic that I like, whether it be stripped oak or... which actually, stripped oak or stripped dark oak is actually quite nice for that. But with bedside, if we have a look at Mr. Crayfish, for example... Well, we've got the whole range, haven't we? We've got the chairs, we've got coffee tables, we've got cabinets, we've got bedside cabinets, we've got desks, desk cabinets, blah blah blah, sofas, blinds, you name it, it probably exists in this. You know, we've got a bit of benching going on, barbecues, trampoline actually, barbecue grills, grill boxes, kitchen, more kitchen units, kitchen sink, orange, you know, got all sorts of stuff. And then you've got the fridge, which is a thing as well. So we've got that, and then we've got the, I think it's the vanilla if I can find the relevant thing, which I probably can't. No. Okay, let me have a look at wardrobe again. No. Okay. Bedside. If I do that, bedside cabinet. Builder's craft, that's the one. So builders. And within this we've got pillars and panels, which would have been really useful to know about earlier. Although they are limited to most of the vanilla blocks, so flip side kind of there. Stools, more counters, shelves, more shelves, all sorts of things. So if I can come up with an aesthetic, which I think I would like to do, I would really like to do dark oak actually. I'm just trying to think if I've seen dark oak anywhere. I'm fairly certain that I have, I just can't remember. Oh, Blackstone counter, yeah, that's... I think I'd just go with probably andesite or... You not got anything like a normal stone? Well, I'm not worried about those. Sofas again, candles. They've got a video game, so you can play that. Speakers. Don't know what you would use the speakers for, but again, lots of stuff. So my first thoughts are, well, why don't we get a kitchen in? Because if we've got a kitchen, then we can take all of our food stuffs and we can store our food in the kitchen. And I think we've also got things like grill, stove. I know there is a, stove from Farmer's Delight. Again, it probably won't match up, but it might work outside, like a pizza oven, a few. So let's start off. I'm fairly certain I don't have any or barely any dark oak. I will double check, but I'm fairly certain that is in fact the case. Blue ones, stuff, things, oak but not dark oak, and oak. Right, what we need to do is grab that. I also want to, I'm trying to think, while I'm thinking about this, I've got a spare waystone. What I also need in my inventory, in my backpack I should say, is a spare bed. That will prove, I think, invaluable. Right, first things first, I need to check if there is anything even closely resembling dark oak in this area, and I don't think there is. That probably needs to be changed out. That one block there doesn't really sit with the aesthetic I've got of having a... Yeah, apart from that one who's managed to fall in, I cleared up. That's dark oak. That's a big old tree. And it's probably ultimately going to be in my way. Oh, hello. Don't mind me, Mr. Turtle. I just want to figure out if I can't figure out a way to harvest this. I think this tree is going to be a bit of a pain to harvest, but it's in the way, so let's tackle it, shall we? In fact, let's have some light on the situation and let's see exactly where this goes. I'll be back in a moment. I'm not going to chop a tree on, I'll screw it on camera. Yeah, this is a big tree. It might take me a while. I might not get the whole thing in one go. Whether it's actually starting to thaw, looking at that, it might be getting out of winter at last, which will be nice, get a bit of spring. Anyway, yeah, I think the only way to handle a tree like this size is, well, the one way would be to set fire to it, but that's not what I'm aiming to do. I actually want the wood, so the easiest thing I think is to probably clear it back layer by layer and find where all the logs are, because This looks like a complicated, big, old tree. It's going to be a pain to clear. But we are at least getting dark oak saplings, so we'll be able to grow sensible sized dark oaks as opposed to giant ones. Yeah, I'll see you in a while. Yeah, I was right. This is going to be a pain. I'm going to do it. I just want to point out this is one of those gnarly trees. You often find them in modded Minecraft. They're kind of overly large, so the only way that they can sustain the leaves without them despawning is to have these little individual blocks of wood sticking out everywhere, which makes them an absolute pain to chop down, because you'll chop this down, then you'll have like a big candy cotton balloon of leaves suspended in the air, not despawning, because just at the middle of it there's one tiny little block of wood. So this is going to take a lot longer than I anticipated. But it's fine. I've got time. I'm off this week. Actually, I've taken the week off for no other reason than I had time to take, and it was a case of use it or lose it. So yeah, annual leave. Didn't have anywhere to go. Didn't have anything special to do. Got a few odd jobs around the house to do, but it means that I can actually kick back and relax and just enjoy playing a game, which hopefully was actually evident in last week, not the last one, but the last week's Sid's Modded Life, because I actually spent an age doing some landscaping in that, and it was most enjoyable. It was grindy, because obviously landscaping always is, but most enjoyable. Anyway, shut up, John. Let's get this done so we can get on to the interesting stuff of decorating. Alright, it's many days later, in-game, not real, but you know, still a lot of days. And we have got, well, we've got a lot of dark oak wood. That was one tree. That is insane. I ain't going to complain, however. I realise it sounds like I am, but let's see how much of this stuff we can fit in here. Not a lot. Oh man. Yeah, I've got more raw turtle meat than I can shake a stick at. They keep dying around me, and it's not, apart from the one episode of Turtleside, it's nothing to do with me, honest. Right, I had a thought. We have these dark oak leaves, and dark oak leaves can be turned into dark oak hedges. Now, I don't know whether, just double check, we're going to use, yeah, Le Cassou. And we can go for dark oak walls or dark oak edge. Let's go for that, because so I originally was playing around, wasn't I, with the idea of how to, can you can't jump those. That means I can effectively, I don't know why I made quite this many, but we can quite effectively come in here with hedges and then transition to walls of the glass variety around the edges there. Put a gate in there, and we can make this actually mob safe. Went a bit mad with hedge though. Doesn't matter, we'll find a use for it later. So that was a thought, which worked, kinda. I definitely want some of that. Now, if I'm going to go that route, I definitely need to go and do the purple glass again, which is, I've got a little bit of that post. Now, what do we use? How do we use you again? Yeah, like that. That gives you wall. Let me just check I didn't have, no, that seems to be fine. And I know some people might not like the use of wall, but you know, tough. Purple glass, I should say. This is my build. This is what's it? The Bob Ross thing. This is my creation. Happy little story or something along those lines. I don't know. I didn't watch it. Okay, I'm going to stick 2 of those in, and then we make the posts like that, and that will give me some more wallage. Not enough, but that's fine. You know, let's just start the pro. Right, first things first. Do you connect? You do not. Can anything get through? It can't. That's fine then. So we can come in here like a zoo, and then these can just run straight down the edge. And I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, I think we can manage that maybe, if I'm very lucky. Let me just craft those and put them in. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so first things first, if we are going to go with the dark oak aesthetic, we are going to be needing a sink. Now, fortunately, Mr. Crayfish does have a recipe for a stripped dark oak sink. Now, I only really need 1, although some posh kitchens often have 2, don't they? If I get another 4 stripped oak. Oh no, not oak. Why would you think another 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. If I can find my iron, which I had a moment ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a chest, which I knew there was one earlier. There we go. Let's have a fridge, because that would be sensible to keep food in, I think. So we can start off like so. Now let's go and have a snooze. Sleep out under the stars, it's nice. It's a nice night. Don't seem to be seeing a lot of hostile mobs around here. Which, don't get me wrong, I ain't complaining about. I've definitely heard them around the area, so I'm not too worried. Anyway, if we were cooking, so I think we'll have... Put the sink, you'd probably be sat there washing the dishes, just looking out the window. We're going to stick the fridge right next to it. That's a nice old size thing. Does that really work there? I suppose it does. It's kind of 6 one often doesn't t'other really, isn't it? Now, then we need kitchen drawers. Now, do I want to go purple? Can I go purple? Oh, don't want to go purple if they're that colour. I prefer to go blue, I think. And I need terracotta for that. Oh, that's a pain. And again, white concrete. Or we can just come straight in with the... it's a very difficult one. I'm very tempted to go with stripped dark oak. And stripped dark oak work surfaces. Stick with that. Stick with what we know. So, if I want stripped dark oak work surfaces, I need 6 and 3. 5, 6. And we'll get and that gives us a whole load of those. Now, is there a use for those? No, they are literally just going to do that. I wanted the stove though, didn't I? But the stove, oh god, here we go. This is where I'm like dithering, because I'm like, but the stove doesn't really go with anything in the kitchen. Ooh, doormat. Sorry, getting distracted. I'm going to have a look, see whether we've got the makings of the stove, because while it doesn't go, it is something that you would have, ouch, in a kitchen. So let me just very quickly go and have a look at the stovey. Bricks, well that's usual, isn't it? 4 clay. So I need 16 clay. Have I even got any clay? Again, I shall be back in a mo. I have now. Yeah, I had no clay. So now I've got a cook's head clay. Again, back in a sec. Right, a few steps on. Let us throw... I think we'll throw that in there, actually. It adds a bit of ambient light. I'm going to assume I can put food on it or something. Maybe a... we'll have to have a look at that in a moment, actually. However, I have got a few... kitchen drawers. Now, is there anything else we want for the kitchen? Spatula. Why the hell would I want a spatula? But other than the fact I can do 6 damage with it, which seems a touch excessive for a spatula. Is there anything else of the kitchen stuff? Oh, I definitely want a diving board. I'm going to need some slime for that though. That's going to have to come later. Distracted. Right, what am I? So I think if we come in here and then we get these... We haven't got the hood, have we? There isn't a cooker hood. No, there's just... Oh, there's a falconry hood. I don't know. Sorry, getting distracted again. But we're starting to get... We got bits of storage. We've got a decent... Oh, we've got a fridge and we've got a freezer. That presumably does what? Something. Does not matter. Let us... let's go and quickly snooze and think more about what we want in our downstairs area. Boom. So we got that. I mean, I could do something around here. I don't know. We definitely need a... I need to know how that grill works. Let's go and have a look at that stove. And in the meantime, we'll pop that lot in there. Now let's have a look. If I go through all of my things and get all of the food, everything that's edible, I'll leave the hay bale, because technically, even though that is edible, it's not edible. I mean, that's technically edible once I've cooked it, I think, if I remember rightly. Yeah, we can eat it. Not brilliant, but we can eat it. Cabbage, raw venison, onions, carrots, cherries. Yeah, let me just sort myself out. I'll be with you in a sec. Yeah, this thing's a grill. I suppose I shouldn't have been surprised. And eventually, presumably, it will cook things. Maybe. Well, it's got a campfire in it, so it would seem logical that it would cook stuff, which we can then put in the fridge. So that's handy. Still got that storage. This is all fine. Still got lots of storage up here, so that's all good. Right, let's think about dining room. Now, again, going back to Mr. Greyfish. We definitely got a table. I would like to go with a stripped dark oak, so that... yeah, well, if we make 2 lots of that, let me go and find my stripped dark oak for starters. I put it somewhere I put it somewhere for safekeeping. There we go. I mean, there's loads, but that was the one I was working with. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that will do us for those, and then we can do shump and shump. That will give me plenty of tables. Chairs. That will give me more than enough chairs. So another 4 dark oaky. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should be table and chair sorted. Let's just head up and see how this is going to fit. So what I'm thinking is I think maybe, oops, hello, maybe we bring it over this way 1. With the chairs there and there, just when we have company. All nice. Right, there is something I want. I'm not sure. We can't do it for this window. We can do for... this one's going to be all... Yeah, we can't do for that if that's there either. Nope, going back one. Going back one. And there's a reason, which will hopefully make sense. Boop and boop and boop. Right, so I need, let's have a look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's go and make 14 of this little block, which is actually quite pricey for what it is. But it's the old blinds block, which basically needs 3. So I said 14, so that's going to be 7. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What's that? That's 5. 6, 7. I really do need to get my enchanting area sorted so we can get on and do some of that, but I've had far too much fun just building this house and planning out what I want to do with it. Now, the one thing I do want to do, but I don't want to do on camera, so I'll probably just discuss what we're going to do, then do it between episodes, is work out my storage system, because obviously this does not work. Somewhere we should have a whole load of sticks. We do, and I know I can do this in my inventory, but it does not matter. Let us do that. Bang. Now I'm going to want to do similar upstairs, but we're not working on upstairs right now, we're working on downstairs. And we basically are popping. Now the reason, you see, these won't work on those. But that's starting to look quite nice. I should have the place. I wonder whether the placeable objects mod still exists. Maybe that's something we should add. Right. Yeah, I need to think what else we're going to do up here. I also need to check how long I've been recording. And I also need to think about my storage room. Not necessarily in that order. Oh, we also need to think about this. Let me go and pull a little bit together. Oh, and what I'm going to do about illuminating this. Oh my God, there's so many things to think about. Let me go and pull a few bits put together. We're going to have a break from decorating and we're going to do some work outside. There, I made a decision what to do with it. Here's a hot tub. I mean, I like my hot tub in real life. Why not have one in Minecraft, eh? And I'm not entirely sure how long I've been recording still. Let me double check. I'm happy with what we've done so far down here, but we still need to think about our storage, and obviously we need to think about our stuff upstairs as well, which is going to want a wardrobe. I think there is a wardrobe. There are many wardrobes from McCaw's Furniture mod. Dark oak wardrobe, single cabinet, but we're into all sorts of weirdness, so we'll come back to the upstairs later, I think, because we want a desk up there and maybe even a sofa. What I need to do is decide on storage, and my thoughts are we've got quite a lot of storage along this wall. Now, if I were to find a barrel, and again, not necessarily, and set these back into the wall every other thing, and we can probably get a fair bit, or do I just do every one? We haven't got labels or anything, have we? No. Obviously we've got signs. Oh, we've got fancy signs. We've got signposts. We've got shop sign. We've got chisels. Bits. We've got normal signs. What about frames? Let's have a look at frames. Framed glass pane. Just a standard item frame by the looks of it. Just how best to kind of work this. I mean, if I set them back on each, on here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, then we can get them up quite high, set them back in, and have a sign next to each one, which indicates what it is. But that kind of is wasteful on that one. You know what? I'm going to think about this between episodes. I'm not sure I want to use these barrels anyway. Now we do have alternative barrels, so again, if we have a look at barrels, we do have a dark oak barrel, so that's nice. We could go there. We've got plenty of dark oak, and we can then use these barrels elsewhere. Let me just have a little think. I'm going to check how long I've been recording, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, I think I've got a design. It's not brilliant because they're only single chests, obviously being barrels, but we've got dungeons gear up the top there, armour, weapons, tools. We'll break this down, and what I may do on this wall is trying to come up with, or even around here somewhere, put some bulk storage with chests. So that's like, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Because we also need to think about smelting and all the other stuff, but that's about the best I can come up with at the moment. And well, it's a lovely night. Let's see if I can't get a nice screenshot. Let's try another one. Change that, turn you off, change that. That works as well, perhaps. But it is night time, which means I shouldn't be feeling. Actually, it seems to be dawn at the moment. That's not too bad. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to do before I finished off. It's not perfect, but every time I want one of them, and should be somewhere in one of these places. These chairs, we go. Oh, not enough though. I definitely had more than that. There we go. Let's go get a quick item frame. Yeah, just for now, which one? I don't think we desperately need anything down there, but what I do want is that. Because what good is a calendar if it's not on the wall? There you go. It's spring. That's official now because the calendar says so. So we got a little bit done on this space. I do want to do more upstairs, more in the thing. We've got to still do some work on the roof as well, if nothing else, to spawn proof it, because the top of these and the top of the edges are all spawnable. We still need to work something around in here, but again, that should be relatively straightforward. And out here, got this going. You know, this is kind of work in progress. Next episode, I think we will go out and do a little bit more exploration. And we may try and clear some spaces ready for create. I don't know. I'm not sure whether I'm ready for heavy create work yet. I'm just enjoying the experience so far. And I mean, this is not a mega build by any stretch of the imagination, but it's, I don't know, it's fun. It's different. Certainly different to my normal comfort zone. So I think on that note, until next time, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.